What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to G Miles World Podcast, and we're going to be talking about Michael Irvin. He allegedly had a history of certain things when he played football. I don't know anything about it. I don't think you guys do either, but he's on something. All right, obviously that's sarcasm, but look, regardless of the situation, the man is saying that the 2022 MVP that he picks is Kirk Cousins. Now, I don't really know exactly what he's basing that data off. I'm pretty sure that the school guys are going to come in from the Vikings like, yo, Kirk Cousins has almost been there. He's almost been there. Almost chicken don't make soup. I'm going to tell you this right now. We're taking a look at the other picks from the NFL Game Day crew. I can see where Rich Eisen is coming from. Josh Allen is primed. Like Bills Mafia, you guys should be, pretty much motivated to see what he's going to do because he's right there. All right, so I have no issue with that. Steve Mariucci, I got no issue with that. Kurt Warner and Joe Burrow, it seems like an outlier with the way that everybody is going league-wise. But the Bengals, that surprise run, I'm really excited to see what happens this NFL season. Simply because, a lot of people believe that it was fluke. So it's going to be a lot riding on that actual, this actual season for the Bengals. Because we've been used to the Bengals being like, Marvin Lewis, like, one and done, like not even, getting to the playoffs but not winning anything. And then they actually went to the Super Bowl. So it's a whole different situation right now. It's a whole different era. They're playing with a lot of motivation. And the reason that I'm going around to other picks is because those make logical sense. I'm still, as I'm talking to you guys with this video, if you guys are listening on iTunes or you're watching on YouTube at G Miles World Podcast, I really can't wrap my brain around what Michael Irvin is doing. He looks very healthy. He looks like everything is, on the up and up, but we have to figure out if something's going on with him. We have to look at the situation for what it is. This is like, I don't know what he's doing because we're going to get back to that, in a second. Cynthia is going with Aaron Rodgers and Rachel is going with Aaron Rodgers. Now, the likelihood of a three-time, like, wouldn't he be like a three-time back-to-back MVP or something like that? The likelihood of that happening is very, very low. So I'm not even going to... I don't believe Aaron Rodgers can be the MVP. I think he's going to play very, very well. I think he also wants to show everyone, like, look, all right, I can't win a Super Bowl again since I've won it before. That one I got so far away. But I can still succeed without Devontae Adams. So we know what Aaron Rodgers is. We know his numbers. We know the way he plays. It's logical to believe that something like that could occur. That's my point of view with that situation right there. So, the other picks, it's like, all right, you could kind of figure out, even though I think like the chance of that happening with the league allowing that to go on 3 times in a row, because especially with the way he said he won MVP, or whatever he was on when he was just out and, he was allegedly out. Bro, I don't want to say what he was doing, but the guy told us how he won the MVP. Look it up if you don't know what he did. We don't need to go into all of that. So I don't know if that would be a good look for the league to have him actually win the MVP. So I think like it's a very, very low chance that he will actually win. Now, getting back to Michael Irvin, all right? Let's just talk about Kirk Cousins. Let's just talk about him for a second. All right? This guy, if he's not Jekyll and Hyde, I don't know what is. The problem is the consistency. It's not that I'm saying that he's not a good quarterback. That's not the point. The point is he has no consistency. So without consistency, you have nothing. Because if you can go out there one week, you remember when he was with the Washington, at that time they were the Redskins, now they're the Commanders. He would go out there and put up like 500 yards, bro. Like just go out there, go crazy, 500 yards, and lose the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, okay, like what's going on? But then again, you can look at it in that regard and say, what have they really done without him? Like since he's left, they haven't really done anything. And that would be a true statement. Like that's not, it's not something to where it's like, it's far-fetched that he wasn't decent. It's just the fact that he didn't really get things done. So nobody looks at him like a winner, but he's able to put up those ridiculous and gigantic numbers. Now, the Vikings, I guess the Justin Jefferson hype, Adam Thielen, they got receivers, they got players. Their tight end is pretty good. Running back, Dalvin Cook, he's always good for like like half the season. I will say half the season he'll have like, way over 100 yards or maybe like a 200-yard game, and then I don't know what happens to him. He gets injured, he gets nicked, whatever. You could say that they could put these points up. It's not far-fetched to say it. The problem is their record, right? when was the last time that an MVP had a 500 record or maybe like a losing record? I just don't see them in the North doing that. I don't really see it. Like, can you guys help me realize like what Michael Irvin's on or what he's doing? Like, how do they do that in that division? How does Kirk Cousins come out, on top, crazy record, playoffs, all that good stuff in that division? I don't know. I just don't see it. But maybe it's just me. I don't know. It could be a situation where all of a sudden this guy becomes extremely clutch. And it's like, all right, look, bro, Michael Irvin, you the GOAT. Like, if you're a betting dude and you bet that and that happens, the odds are probably crazy. I don't even know if Vegas even has him listed as a possible MVP candidate, but it has to be a very, very high percentage that you would win if you were to bet there. Because Kirk, like that's so far-fetched. Joe Burrow, if he's able to stay healthy, hopefully he recovered pretty well. I think he had the appendicitis, so he had to have his appendix removed or something like that. They said it was going to be, he looked pretty good. The recovery was good. I think if he's healthy, he's a dangerous quarterback. And to be totally honest, they could have won the Super Bowl against the Rams too, if Aaron Donald wasn't playing. But that's besides the point. So the odds of all these people here, everybody looks like they're supposed to be there with the exception of Kirk Cousins. Okay? So we have to figure out, like, if you guys are watching this and you know Michael Irvin, you got to check on him like, yo, bro, everything good? Like, what are we doing right now? Like, why are you out here continuously showing people that you may be doing something that we know you possibly may have done, which is alleged that never probably happened back when you played with the Cowboys? Like, that was just so it's vague, like nobody knows what's going on and there's no alleged, like, bro, I don't know what he's doing. But again, my pick, if I had to go right now, MVP-wise, I would be gearing towards Josh Allen. And I've been saying that, since like maybe July. It just feels like the Bills right now are ready to go. It feels like they could just take off, and they kick off the season against the Rams. That's going to be very, very interesting as well. I don't know who you guys have winning that game. I think the Bills are going to win the game, though. I just think overall they're the better team. Nothing else, it's nothing else obviously with it. I just believe that they're the better team. And again, with the way that Aaron Rodgers is, because I know a lot of you guys are going to say, yeah, gee, bro, the Packers. I understand. Look, dudes, I understand the Packers are a good team, but 3 years in a row is very, very tough. Will Aaron Rodgers have good numbers? Absolutely 100%. Will he be able to get another number one seed without Devontae Adams? Those young receivers are going to have to play like Jerry Rice's T.O.'s Randy Moss, bro. In order for him to do that, and then also, what would be interesting is if he actually was to go on to do that, he would probably be one of the best quarterbacks ever. Like they would, already he's historically great. He's going to be, Hall of Fame or whatever. But just think about this, bro. A guy that's been able to do this, he lost his top receiver and came back and did the same exact thing. Like, how many people would be able to do that? That actually would be an MVP type storyline. Devontae Adams is a monster, bro. So, and then if it turns out that he goes to the, he's with the Raiders now, and then Derek Carr makes him look average, you have to look at that as far as like a storyline type thing. So the more that I think about it, I guess Aaron Rodgers should be up there just simply because of the storyline. Like, the MVP is all based on storylines. So I would give that a shot now that I'm thinking about it. Because if his, let's just say he throws for 45 touchdowns and 6 picks, has like 5,000 yards, and they get the number one seed. We would be hard pressed to not want to see him get another MVP. So actually that's up there pretty high too. So I think all of them are pretty decent with the exception of Michael Irvin. If you guys know him and you love him, please reach out to him, see what's going on with him. We don't want anything happening with the guy, and just send the love from G Myers World, and that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you have a beautiful and blessed day. Until next time, one love, y'all.